You know what I think is one of the worst thing we can wish for ourselves? That someone should always need us. Sounds strange, right? Well, as a human, we all have a need to feel important to our family members. But what if I tell you that sometimes being needed can become a very deep form of attachment? Let me tell you what happened with my father today. My father called me while I was in a meeting. I could not take the call, so I disconnected. After my meeting, I called him back. He answered the call and said, "We are somewhere else right now. I'll talk to you later." And I quickly asked him, "But you had called me, right? Was there something important?" Then my father replied, "Yes, the Amazon parcel had arrived and they were not at home to receive it." Then I asked, "So what happened? Did the parcel go back?" My father said, "No. The neighbor uncle received it. I had called him." Now, for someone else, this may sound like a very normal conversation, but I know my father and I immediately thought he must have been so anxious because his daughter had ordered something for him and they were not at home to receive it. I'm sure an instant worry would have been triggered in his face about what he should do now. On top of that, his daughter was not picking up the phone. So he found a solution and called the neighbor uncle and made sure that someone receives the parcel. And suddenly, this tiny Amazon parcel taught me something huge about life. I lost my sister in 2022, and after losing her, I understood something about life that I had never truly understood before. We know when life is happening, but we have absolutely no idea when death will happen. We don't know when someone will leave, and we don't know when we will leave this life. And that made me ask myself, if my parents depend on me, if my child depends on me, and if someone I love depends completely on me, what happens to them if I suddenly leave the world and I'm not there? And that's when I realized maybe the deepest form of love is not making someone depend on us. Maybe it is making them strong enough to live beautifully even in our absence. So, if you have people in your life who depend on you, don't just keep helping them, teach them. Don't just solve every problem for them, empower them. Don't make yourself so indispensable that they feel without you, I can't do anything. Instead, help them reach a place where they can say, I can handle this, I know what to do, I will be okay. Because one day we may not be there, and I know this sounds uncomfortable, but maybe that's exactly the conversation we need to have right now to overcome the fear of losing loved ones. So make your parents stronger, make your children stronger, make your family stronger, and make the people you love self sufficient. I don't want my loved ones to stay with me just because they are helpless without me. I want them to stay with me because they genuinely want to share life with me. And maybe that's the real difference between dependence and true love. Dependence says, I need you because I can't do this without you. True love says, I can do this on my own, but I would love to do it with you. So today, ask yourself one question: who in your life is dependent on you? And then ask, what can you do today to make them stronger, more confident, and more self sufficient? Because the ultimate goal is not to make people need for us forever. The ultimate goal is to love them so deeply that even when we are not there, they know how to live. And when we are there, they choose to enjoy life with us. That's a very different kind of love, which, if you understood and implemented in your life, you will live a joyful life forever. Try this out and let me know after you experience the shift in your space. I will meet you with a new experience very soon. Until then, me Shweta Savan signing off. Lots of love.